Hey, how's it going, you guys? It's the petplatypus here, and it's time to review another episode of The Legend of Korra. First, I just want to say a couple things. Well, just one thing mainly. I'm working on like a little channel intro to make my videos look a little more, I don't know, professional or whatever. Just like a bunch of anime clips kind of cut together, a little bit of like, you know, copyright-free music or something. So I'm working on that. So if like my video suddenly has like this crazy fucking intro, it's like, yeah, that's why I'm telling you guys I'm working on one now. Yeah. And I'll probably do like a video like showing you guys like, hey, is this too long? Is this, you know, that kind of thing. Like, so yeah, I'm doing that. But anyways, Legend of Korra. This was a really good episode. We get Korra, and mainly it's her versus Kuvira, which is cool. And Varrick being fucking amazing. Love this guy. Yeah. Well, with Korra, it's like she wants to do everything super peacefully. She doesn't want to like fight at all, you know, and obviously she's learning from her past mistakes, but sometimes it's just that is what you need to do. This is a case where it is, but she's 3 years out of practice, and Kuvira's doing this metal bending shit where she'll grab the limb with the metal and then throw her around and blind her with it, being kind of cheap. I mean, I guess there's no like cheating in a fight like that, but you know what I mean when I say she's being cheap. And Korra, like I said, out of practice, so she does end up losing. I mean, she would have won if she could do the Avatar State full force, but we see that there's still like mental problems with her, and that's that makes sense because we saw how she was like, you know, unable to fight, and that was the poison's fault, but that doesn't really explain her seeing the fucking Avatar spirit everywhere, like her Avatar version of herself. So yeah, there's clearly something still mental wrong with her, even though she's physically better. And she ends up losing, and the invasion starts, and this episode's called The Battle of Zaofu, and it's really just Korra versus Kuvira, and then they take over and throw the family in prison. And I gotta say, her, like, husband-to-be, like her fiancé or whatever, dude's a fucking dick. Like, those are your parents and your brothers, and it's just like, yeah, fuck them, bow to my fucking wife, or you're fucking, you know, you can go in the fucking prison. So he's a real dick. And we see a lot of him in this episode, actually. So that's pretty much that side. Yeah, they invade and everything, and apparently, because of something happens that later in the episode, Zhu Li is going to be this guy's assistant on building that super weapon. And the reason why he needs an assistant, and the reason why Varrick's not working on it, is because Varrick is a fucking okay, this whole part of the episode is fucking amazing. Varrick is still hilarious. Bolin is pretty funny. And just building the bomb and the way he explains like the detonator and the timer, it's just, he's hilarious. But at the same time, the delivery of the lines and just everything he says, just he's so awesome in this episode. It's fantastic. We also see Zhu Li when Korra gets hit this one time and everyone's cheering, and she's kind of like, you know, she's not like into it. I'm still betting that she is, you know, faking this, and she's, you know, still working for Varrick. Even Varrick doesn't know. I remember the part where he says she's a betrayer or something along those lines, and just, it's probably just me reading too far into it, but I swear as he started to say the word, it almost sounded like bitch, and then he like changes it. I don't know if that was like intentional on the voice actor's part, or in the writing, or if I'm just reading too far into it. I just heard it a certain way, but that, you know, that was kind of funny to me, personally, even if it wasn't meant to be funny. And yeah, builds a bomb out of the vine. It's a legit bomb. You might think he's bluffing, but no. And yeah, him and Bolin are going to go down with the ship, but no, Bolin saves them, and now Varrick and Bolin are said to be dead. And yeah, like I said, now Dick Bag Fiance is going to fucking work on the fucking Spirit Vine thing with Zhu Li as his assistant. And hopefully she'll do something cool, because when she was controlling that fucking mech, she was a badass, so hopefully she is a badass. Yeah, and Korra losing makes sense. Because I was thinking, too, like, they're gonna fight, and this isn't the finale, so is Korra really gonna lose right now? Like, how? But I wasn't really considering the out of practice, and how Kuvira fights by, like, grabbing you by the arm and throwing you and stuff like that. So, yeah, it was a fair fight. Or it was, I guess it wasn't super fair, but it was a legit fight. It was a legit loss on Korra's part. She still has to get over her mental issues, and she needs to get back up to her prime. She needs a training montage, is what needs to happen right now, but yeah. This episode overall, and also it's kind of shown that Kuvira might be like better at earthbending than Korra. It could just be because she's out of practice, but it would make sense for Kuvira to be a better earthbender and a better metal bender. Excuse me. So yeah, probably give this episode around an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a very good episode of Korra. It was well paced. It was funny. Varrick was fucking amazing. Bolin was still cool. Korra and the fight, that was cool. Makes sense that she would lose, so no problems there. Once she entered the Avatar state, she would totally have destroyed her, but still has mental issues, so... I like how that they're justifying Korra still, like... Because, like, Korra's, like, with control over the Avatar state and mastering all the elements throughout the entire series, she needs to go up against, like, these ridiculously powerful things, and now she's up against someone who isn't overly, amazingly powerful. And you kind of have to be like, okay, well, how are you going to limit this character? Well, they found a good way to limit her. So, yeah. Definitely an 8 out of 10. So, thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you guys thought of this episode of The Legend of Korra in the comments below. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.